My name is Iyalongandi. I am popularly known as Blink. I am a content creator, YouTuber, I'm a dance teacher, a dancer, choreographer, and a student leader. Balance, but also I think because some of these things are things I enjoy, like radio or dancing, it's something I genuinely enjoy, so I don't think it's a workload or so I'm able to get through them properly. My mom is mixed. So I feel like I've gotten the opportunity to experience different kinds of cultures in our country, you know, be it Bembas, Vambu, whatever it is. My childhood was good. It was good. I grew up with a very strict mom, but I feel like also that allowed me to become the person I am, because it's now when I look back, I'm like, okay, I get now why she did this. And a few aunties would say she's raising us up as if we're in a military, that strict. For example, I went to my uncle's wedding. My father's side, we went there. The next day was school. So my mom was like, make sure she gets back on a Sunday so that she's ready for Monday. But when I went back, the wedding ended a bit late. So we drove at like early mornings. So when I got home, my mom was like, I'm never going to my father's side again. And the last time I went there was like 7 years later or so. She was very strict. She said, nope, you're not going there ever again. Just because they didn't listen to me when I told them you should come back on time for school. I think I'm closer to my mom, but I'm also close to him. I think I'm more, I don't know, growing up I was a bit more open with my dad than I am with my mom, so I feel like we're cool, we're good. I think it's very important because I feel like this sets the foundation on how you view men in general also, how you relate to them, how you engage with them. So your father somehow sets that foundation on how you're going to interact with other men out there, you know. If, for instance, like how I said, I have my mom, so if I'm not too cool with my mom, it will be good if you have your dad who's always on your side. Growing up also for me, my dad, I was such a daddy's girl. I feel like I still am. He always made sure that if my mom would say no, then I know I'm going to my dad. My mom would be like, my mom would take my phone or something and she's like, yeah, you're never getting it back. I know my dad will get me a new phone. He always made sure I looked cool. So I feel like also just that thing of an opposing kind of decision maker, you know, if you're not like this with your mom, then at least your dad is there. I don't know. Yeah.
Hello.
What a daddy.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm fine.
I just called to say I love you, daddy. Excuse?
You make my day.
Okay, daddy. I'll call you back now.
Sure.
Okay. I think I like that I did this because now I'm like, okay, I actually never call my dad and just say, you know, I love you or I hope you're great. So for him to say I made his day, I'm like, okay, I should do this more often. I feel amazing. I feel happy, you know, but also I feel that guilt to say, because sometimes you'd say I really don't reach out, and now I'm also seeing it that I really don't, you know, just to call and say how was your day or check up on him and just remind him that I still do care for him. So I feel like it's a thing of from here on, check up on him and just see how is he doing, because I feel like sometimes he also wants to hear from me, because most of the time it's really just him calling me and then my excuse is school, this and that. I grew up in a home where we didn't speak up about, no, mommy, I love you, or mommy, I feel like something is wrong. I feel like growing up, my mom, because she's the one who raised me more. So my mom, it was not a thing of like you could go to her, you could speak about whatever. You know, the other auntie, mommy, do you know what she did? You know, such things. But never can we sit down and say, I actually want to talk to you, mommy. I don't like how you spoke to me about this. Or mommy, you blamed me for this and it was not me. So I feel like that's something, because even for me, it was a thing of, I don't want to be, there are certain traits of my mom and dad that I want, but the fact that they're not able to speak up to you or speak about how they feel or so, or not able to listen to another person, that's something I don't want. So that's something that I feel like should really be brought into many African homes. Make it a norm, you know, for me to be able to come and say, no, I understand that you scolded me for this, but I was trying to explain that it's not me, not just you saying, yeah, it's you get scolded, beaten, and then that's the end. Because now I also hold a grudge, and then when I'm older, I'm like, yeah, but you did this to me, you never listened to me, and then you also become bitter, and then your children also have to suffer. So I feel like the moment you start loving each other and being open, it also becomes easier for those who are going to have to engage with you also. The message is, be vocal about how you feel. Be vocal about how you feel, not only when you feel like something happened and now I want to tell you that you did this, but even when you just want to remind somebody and tell them that I'm really proud of you or I love you very much. You know, sometimes check up on the people that you love also, because I've also realized that it's only when the person has passed on, that's when you're like, oh, I should have called them, or they were looking for me and I never got back to them because I was too busy. So that's another thing I feel like we should take into account, you know, check up on your people, make sure that they are good, make it also a norm. And then I feel like they will also make it a thing of, let me also check up on Yalo, because she's always checking up on me. So just be vocal about how much you love the people that are there for you, you know, so they know that you care for them. So that even after 2 weeks, if I don't speak to them, they know I call them here and then say, no, are you grand? Are you sharp? Yeah.